Last year, people in the UK spent £1.6 billion on bottled water, 96% of it in single-use plastic, while the average household water bill already covers more than enough to drink. The so-called cheap bottle can cost 278 times what is flowing from your kitchen tap. If you have ever wondered how a basic habit turns into a hidden tax, prepare to see the numbers that prove just how much you are overpaying and what those brands hope you never compare. So what are you really buying with every bottle? Scan any UK supermarket shelf and the numbers don't whisper, they shout. Bottled water is no niche product. In 2025, the industry logged £1.5 billion in revenue, with over 2.5 billion litres sold. That is not a blip on the grocery radar. It is a steady flow of cash, pouring out of wallets one bottle at a time. Nearly every bottle, about 96%, comes wrapped in single-use plastic, whether it is branded as pure or natural. So every time you reach for a bottle, you are not just buying water, you are buying plastic too. Meanwhile, the average water and sewerage bill across England and Wales hovers around £603 per year. That bill already covers all the drinking water a household could want, filtered, treated and tested by law. Yet the bottled water aisle keeps expanding, driven by the idea that hydration requires a premium. The scale is hard to ignore. Bottled water is not an occasional splurge for most shoppers. It has become a regular line on the family budget, quietly competing with essentials. When the market is this big and the plastic this prevalent, it is time to ask what exactly we are paying for and how do we measure if it is worth it. 0.18 pence per litre. That is the regulated, metered cost of tap water in England and Wales for 2024 to 2025. It is not a typo. £0.0018 per litre. This is your anchor, the baseline for every value check that follows. Now the calculation is simple. Step 1, check the unit price on any bottle, pounds per litre, shown on the shelf label. Step 2, divide that bottled price by £0.0018. The answer is your tap multiplier. If the result is in the hundreds or thousands, you are staring at a habit tax, not just a drink. Step 3, think annual. Multiply the price per litre by 730, the number of litres in a 2 litre a day habit over a year. That is your real yearly bill hiding in plain sight. Verdict language keeps it clear. Skip means do not bother. Swap means there is a smarter move. Worth it is rare, and you will know when you see it. The golden rule is simple. If the tap multiplier is triple digits, it is not a treat. It is a tax on convenience. With this formula, you can size up every bottle, multipack, or premium label in seconds. The maths is quick, the numbers do not lie, and the habit tax rule never misses. The next time you see a deal on bottled water, run the numbers. If it is triple digits, your wallet knows the answer. A multi-pack of Highland Spring 12 half-litre bottles at Tesco sits on the shelf for £3.60. That looks like a deal until you check the fine print. That is 60 pence a litre. Catch it on club card offer and it drops to £3, which is 50 pence a litre. Run the maths. At 2 litres a day, the annual bill lands between £365 and £438. The so-called cheap option is quietly draining your bank account at a rate that would make a utility company blush. The tap multiplier is between 278 times and 334 times what you would pay for metered water at home. A commuter glances at the receipt and laughs. I thought I was saving money. Turns out I am funding a small bottled empire. Now slide over to the premium end. An Evian 500 milliliter bottle at Sainsbury's goes for £1.55. That is £3.10 a litre. Make it a daily habit, and you would be shelling out £2,263 a year. The tap multiplier shoots up to 1,700 times. A student shakes their head. I could fly to France for less. Whether it is the multipack that looks cheap or the single bottle with a mountain on the label, the numbers do not bend. Both options explode your annual hydration budget. The verdict is simple. Skip both for daily use. All you are buying is a habit tax dressed up as a choice. Walk into any pub, bar, or restaurant in England or Wales, and the law is on your side. Since April 2010, every venue with an alcohol license is required to provide free tap water to customers, as long as it is reasonably available. This is not a polite suggestion. It is a mandatory condition written into the Licensing Act. You do not need to buy a bottle, a meal, or a round. Just ask for tap water, please. The correct price is £0, no service fee, no upcharge, no awkward looks from the staff. If a venue refuses, the law backs you, with penalties that can reach £20,000 or even a suspended licence for repeat offenders. Most managers know the rule, and a few might try to bend it. If you get pushback, ask for the manager, then contact the local licensing authority. In practice, the glass comes free, the water flows, and your wallet stays shut. For many households, this policy means there is no reason to pay £2 for a bottle every time you are out. The habit of buying bottled water in licensed venues is just that, a habit, not a necessity. Each time you skip the bottle and ask for tap water, you are exercising a right, not making a sacrifice. The annual savings stack up quietly, pint by pint. England's tap water doesn't just meet the bar, it nearly clears it every time. According to the Drinking Water Inspectorate 2023 report, tap water in England achieved a compliance rate of 99.97%. In Wales, the figure stands at 99.96%. These are not casual spot checks. Every day, technicians in white coats run hundreds of tests for bacteria, chemicals, and metals, sampling from kitchen taps to remote farmhouses. Failures are rare, and when they do occur, they are logged, investigated, and fixed under strict legal oversight. The system is designed for transparency. Every water company is required to publish detailed results, and the DWI audits the lot. When a regulator says our water is among the safest in the world, it is not a slogan. It is a receipt backed by thousands of lab results. Bottled brands can market Alpine Purity, but the numbers say your kitchen tap is already delivering near-perfect performance. Paying extra for a safety premium on bottled water does not stack up against a system that is this tightly monitored and enforced. If you are looking for peace of mind, the evidence is already flowing from the tap. A sealed bottle is not a safety guarantee. It is another layer of risk hidden behind a screw cap. Bottled water brings its own hazards, starting with the packaging itself. In late December 2025, the Food Standards Agency issued an alert for Waitrose No. 1 Deeside mineral and sparkling waters because of possible glass fragments in certain batches. A recall like that is not rare. Bottled products, unlike mains water, travel through factories, bottling lines, transport trucks, and supermarket shelves before they reach your hand. Every step is a chance for something to go wrong. And when it does, the fix is a batch recall, not a quick flush of the pipes. But it is not just the risk of glass or faulty caps. The bottle you are holding, almost always plastic, brings a problem you cannot see. In January 2024, researchers backed by the National Institutes of Health found an average of 240,000 plastic particles in every litre of bottled water they tested. Around 90% were nanoplastics, invisible to the eye and small enough to pass through most filters. The water inside might start pure, but by the time you drink it, it has picked up a dose of packaging you never asked for. Tap water, by contrast, skips the bottle entirely. No extra supply chain, no risk of glass or plastic contamination, no hidden hitchhikers. The belief that bottled means safer simply does not stand up to the evidence. If anything, the bottle is the weak link. Every day, millions in the UK pay hundreds of times more for water that is already theirs. They also pay for plastic they never asked for. As the market grows, so does the logic gap. The real value is not in a bottle. It is in choosing not to buy one. What is your move?